So Venus moves into Capricorn this week on November 11th, and there's going to be a really interesting dynamic shift when it comes to the feminine and masculine relationships. This change is going to allow the feminine to start studying more power and hierarchical structures. Basically, instead of being in these dynamics with the masculine, where the masculine is in control and the feminine kind of has to follow suit, it's no longer going to be that. We were previously in a space where Jupiter was ruling over Venus and Sagittarius. But now that Venus is moving out of Sagittarius, we're no longer going to have Jupiter as the ruler over the feminine archetype. And Jupiter is seen as the masculine archetype when we're doing relationship reading. So the fall of this dynamic, the fall of this hierarchy, and Venus is moving into Capricorn, which is about hierarchical structure and power, and then Pluto is going to be also in Capricorn still at one of its most serious degrees yet. You better believe that the feminine is coming in to study and claim power for what is theirs. Now, how this applies to you on a personal level, check out where Capricorn is in your chart. Also check out your 10th house. See if there's any overlaps between Capricorn and the 10th house, and your personal Saturn placement and Venus placements could also be involved in this if you want to get like super duper specific. And we also have to remember that Capricorn being ruled by Saturn is the father of Jupiter. Imagine for a moment that there is a relationship between a man and a woman. That woman decides that she is done with that man, and instead of just moving on completely and doing something different, she then goes to the father of that man and says, I'm ready to learn your skills. That's basically what's happening. That father figure, Saturn, is still going to be retrograde for about 4 days when Venus is in Capricorn. So there may be a little bit of resistance of, have you really done the work to earn this position of study? Do you really deserve to learn this sort of hierarchy? Do you really deserve to learn this sort of power? But then when Saturn goes direct, it's kind of like, well, wherever you're at, come on, we're going, and you get to learn now. This is a big turn for feminine energies, especially too where there is sort of a blinding. Other people might be blind to the power that you have. With Pluto being involved in Capricorn still, it's like really serious secrets. And more than likely for these, it's like 8 days that Venus is in Capricorn with Pluto. More than likely those 8 days are going to bring about these lessons of power, like hidden power for the feminine that have existed for a very long time, but just for whatever reason, we haven't seen it up until now. So there's going to be feminine secrets revealed to the feminine energies and archetypes. That doesn't mean necessarily only women, like we all have a masculine and feminine within us. So just be on the lookout and for listening what those secrets revealed might be. Part of the energy of this is that the masculine energy of Jupiter is going to feel like it's at a loss of control. So having healthy conversations between that masculine and feminine internally and in any of your interpersonal relationships is going to be really important, because there's not going to be, again, that hierarchy where Jupiter is over Venus. It doesn't exist anymore, at least not with these transits. Okay. Because we're humans and sometimes we like to cling on to things. That's just what it is. But with the transits, okay, good clarity, cool. These are also going to be very spiritually influenced. Saturn right now, still in Pisces. We still have this like really, really, really dense spiritual process and order that's happening with that Saturn because it's in Pisces, which puts an extra layer of veil and secrecy around these like trades of the craft for this feminine energy. Venus moves into Capricorn November 11th, and Pluto moves out of Capricorn November 19th. So like I said, we have about 8 days of this like really serious, potent, just like study up and receive the power that you've earned energy. And good luck with that. It is what it is. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep up your brew. Not a time to not keep up your brew. So continue to do what you need to do. That is true. And I'll talk to you soon, which is also true.